Alright, guys.
Yeah,
So, let's talk about Supra.
First of all, is it a Supra?
No.
That's the question. That's the big question. Is it a Supra? No, it's not, because it's not a Japanese car anymore. It's
the Toyota.
It's a freaking.
It's a Toyota.
It's a BMW engine, but it's
a freaking.
it's a
Okay, hold up, but like, in general,
it's a Toyota.
what? Okay, without knowing, okay, hold up. Let's put this in perspective, right?
Okay.
Without knowing it was a BMW engine at all, and you looked at the car how it was right now, not the F1 concept, because F1, not, but this one, just that. How would you even think this is a Supra?
It's not. It doesn't even look like one.
No, it doesn't. See, I'm not gonna
Well,
lie.
see, look, the
I
front
like
end,
the front.
the front end was good, but like David said, the
tail lights is
the
what
back
really killed me.
The
For me,
back kind of
the
ruined.
tail lights killed it for me. I did not like.
And then
that.
like come
the
on.
lip,
the interior, bro. You don't even have to look at the outside to know it. The interior just
It's a
like tells you
BMW.
it's a BMW.
It's a
interior.
BMW. It looks
has
just
the
like mine.
It has the same like little screen on the middle, right? It has the same shifter thing, knob, whatever. The only thing that's different is probably the steering wheel, because that's kind of like a Toyota steering wheel, and then you just put a Toyota emblem on it. And like, oh my god, bro, we have a fucking Supra, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's just on the outside. Now the fact that the engine that it has,
they ended up saying that, oh yeah, bro, so we collabed with BMW and we put a BMW engine in it and the BMW chassis in it. And you know what? It's still a Supra, and no, it's not, because it's not Japanese.
it's not, and it's quite sad, to be honest. Because the thing is, the only reason why they did this because it's the only, again, like you said before, it's the quoted only engine currently in the market with the inline six.
Not even, dude. BMW has a bunch of inline sixes. I would have
The
preferred.
335.
I would have preferred. I would have preferred if they at least put the 335 engine in it, because it's closer to the 2J. But like, okay, think about it. It's basically a rebranded Z4 with less horsepower than the actual Z4. And then if you think about, okay, so Chevy, they've been using the LS for how many years? Been using it for like I don't know how many years since they started, and all they do is like add stuff to it so it can pass emissions and shit.
Oh, like the Z05, I think.
Mm-hmm. But they just add stuff to it so they can.
No, even further than that.
So they can pass emissions.
Mm-hmm. They actually did it right.
They could have just done that with the 2J.
Yeah, because like especially right now, there's like a lot of the market for like 2Js and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of like things in the market which you can like basically just bolt on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Even Toyota could have done that, like at least improve or even given us an improved version of the 2J. But the only reason why they did it, they went with the BMW engines because they were trying to conserve costs or whatever, trying to make it more affordable.
Like that's why nobody clapped for this shit when it came out.
Yeah, that was a funny thing.
The guy was like, oh, "You gotta clap, guys. You gotta clap." Okay.
They showed the car and
Right.
no one clapped at all.
Doesn't it have only 15 more horsepower than the original Supra?
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah,
That
the
is
original
very
Supra that
sad.
released like what
20 years ago.
20 years ago, roughly.
Has 15 horsepower less in this, and the engine can handle 1,000 horsepower plus. Because I've seen some that go to 2,000.
Yeah, it's
1,000 with the stock internals, dude. Think about it. A Z4 engine, the BMW Z4 engine, isn't gonna handle that shit.
that.
Ain't even, not even. I don't even think the 335 can handle that. Maybe they can
Just-
handle like 700, 600.
But I would think you would have to build the engine.
Yeah, you would have to build it.
You have
Like
to
it won't
build
be
the
on stock
engine.
internals.
Mhm.
It'll be just like you have to add shit to it.
Like
Yeah.
it's not the Supra isn't worth it. You have to build the engine for a car.
And then look, the price. Also, the price is basically the same thing. I could get a nice ass Mach 4 Supra instead of the Mach 5. I guess that's what they're calling it, right?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
I don't know why
Instead of
they
this
should,
Supra. I hope they don't.
though. I really don't. I already got that.
But I could get the good Supra for the same price as this one, which is like, because this was like 50 something thousand.
Yeah.
And the other
It's-
one's kind of close.
It starts at 50,
Mm-hmm.
50K. And like there's also gonna be baseline models for that as well, which comes in with the 4-cylinder. That's only for Japan though.
Mm-hmm.
And it just goes up from there. Later on, they're gonna release like the whole like TDR performance pack as well. Let's see if that gives it any. It's not gonna help it at all, but any performance gain.
Isn't the BRZ? They have the TDR thing.
Huh? For what?
BRZ has
For
it.
the 80, for 86.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's just suspension stuff, right?
Suspension, aero, and a bit of engine as well.
Okay.
So you would expect they would also do it for this at least to try to make it. I don't know. The whole concept of this car is kind of weird.
Well, look, it's because it's not even that. Okay, I know because if I 2J, I'm still not gonna want it, even if it had the 2J, because it's just the interior. It's already BMW. Remember how the Supra had that really clean interior because it was like okay, the passenger,
it was driver oriented.
Yeah, and the like that separated you from the like passenger because it would go like up, like it would curve, and it had like the big ass like fat space
because it was focused for the driver.
Yeah,
that's what Toyota was known for, especially with the Supra as well.
And the BRZ is bigger than this, bro. How is the BRZ bigger? Has more space than this? How does the BRZ have more space than this? And it's smaller. It has 4 seats. This only has 2.
Because they want to make it a sports coupe, a true one.
No.
Like. They say
What's the dude's name from Toyota? The Asian guy? I hate that dude.
You hate the dude.
Whoever made this, I hate that guy.
He should know this shit. I kept the JDM.
Because like, I'm pretty sure people are gonna buy. If people buy it, I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna engine swap it. But I don't see the reason why. Because at that with that price point, you can buy either like a new '86, right? Put a 2J, and it'll cost a lot less than this. A lot less.
Or you could just buy the Supra.
Like the 2.1 million they wasted on that Supra.
No, but I'm talking about if you want to buy the current.
The current what?
The current like
Toyota
model
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
like that would be a more viable option.
Or you could just buy a Supra.
Yeah, but
Or you could just buy a C300. Comes with a 2J2. IS300 comes with a 2J2. It's a 4-door. You can put 1,000 horsepower in it. It's pretty quick.
Yeah. I mean, plus for like.
Whoa, buddy!
That's the water you were talking about.
Well, okay, let's go.
But again, it's I have very mixed feelings about it.
Let's talk about the horsepower real quick. Okay, so
it's roughly like around like 334.
So okay, it's a 3.3 liter dual red cam 24 valve twin scroll turbo inline 6 for the Supra, and it has 335 horsepower, right? And 369 foot-pounds of torque at 1,600 RPM due to emissions.
And blah, 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 blah.
Okay, whatever. Anyways, they have the same V58 BMW engine in the Z4.
The new one that's about to get released.
And it has 382 horsepower.
Stroke.
Right? Yeah, I had a stroke. I had a mid-sentence stroke.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's dumb, bro. How are they going to have the same engine, but one's going to have less? See, bro, BMW be playing us, bro. They're like, oh no, we're gonna tune it to have less than our car.
I mean, but apparently, like straight off the factory, though, apparently, like they already said it. Like you can tune it to like at least make 40 more additional horsepower.
No, well,
but even still, that should have just came in.
Okay, if you guys think about it, okay, who did the Supra compete with back in the day? The GTR.
Yeah, that was gonna be our next point.
The GTR, the NSX, the freaking Mazda RX-7.
And Subaru at the time as well, but we don't.
And Evo, that's like kind of
that's all we drive. That's all we drive.
Yeah, but Subaru and like Evos, they have their own little like
section.
Yeah,
they're on the side, but still they're there
because they're mostly known for radical.
And the GTR, the NSX, and the Supra were probably like the
top three, the big
three basically.
Oh, don't forget the S2000, Honda S2002 when it came out.
But like in terms of like exotic level, like performance stuff. It's the Supra, the NSX, and GTR.
Alright, well,
fast forward that to today.
The GTR, I know that GTR at first, some people didn't like it.
I like it.
But because that was because people were used to it, to the old Skyline. Yeah. But I liked it when it came out, but the thing about how people forgave like the GTR, whatever they did, is because Nissan stuck to them producing their own engine. They didn't rely on other people to put an engine in their car.
Yeah.
And they produce 600 horsepower plus sometimes with a V6 twin turbo that Nissan made. All right, Nissan made it. Not BMW, not Lamborghini, not McLaren or whatever. All right. The NSX, they made their own engine too. Yeah. It's just that there's the new I think is hybrid and hybrid.
That's the main reason people are kind of mad about it. But
but it's a V6 twin turbo still.
Yeah.
So.
Made in house.
And in house, and then it has 600. And then this one It's not an engine made in house, and it doesn't even have 400 horsepower.
So back in the day, it competed with the GTR, the NSX, and you know, of course, the Supra. Now it only competes to like what?
Subaru.
A Subaru?
Not even the STI. Not even the STI.
What would be there like a price for like more European cars?
It'll probably compete with. I'm not
The Golf.
Probably no, not even. Probably a 350, 370. No, not even the 370 because the 370 has like 400 something
Yeah.
stock or 300.
But just think of that for a second. It's not competing with those, not with what it used to compete.
No, actually, yeah, 370 because the 370s they're like 300 something. Like they're not close to the 400. And this is a 2020 car with the same horsepower as a 370 from like how many years ago? 2009. It's like 10 years ago.
Yeah, probably. And it's like,
I feel like if they would have called this a BRZ, people wouldn't be as mad. I know I wouldn't care because like with the BRZ, I wasn't mad because they didn't put Celic on it. They put the 86 on it, but it's not the AE 86. They just put GT 86. You know, I don't.
no, it's just 86.
Yeah, 80s, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's the 86, but it's not like the AE 86. You know that the one from like
The most pinnacle like car that's it's been there the whole time.
Yeah, and then. It's still a Japanese car because Subaru made the engine. You know, it's still Subaru made like the BRZ and then, but still it's Japanese. This isn't Japanese. This is European.
Yeah, it's again just like Eric pointed out earlier. It's basically a Z4 rebranded and remade.
Yeah, they're basically. What I think is that they're using the Supra name to get extra buck for.
Oh yeah, that's basically what it's getting. It got all the hype from everyone else. They released again the what was early concept? The IF or
FT1.
FT1. Like everyone was hyped on that. I would have been happy with that too as well because it looked amazing.
It looked like
it looked like a supercar.
It looked like it compete with the GTR and the NSX. You know?
It looked like
because the GTR from now, it looks like a supercar. It's like all bulky. You know what I mean? So.
Mm-hmm. And now we get this. It's like they got our hype. And just kind of
killed it.
Like,
to put it into perspective, okay, say I have fucking Ford releases a Shelby GT500, right, a brand new one, right, the legendary car, and they put a 4.62 valve from like, or like a 4.6 from another car like muscle car that's not American.
Oh god, I'd be mad.
Is there muscle cars that aren't American? Yeah, there should be. Right?
Yeah. Holden.
Yeah, say they put like a Holden engine. And then, but it's like the weakest engine they've ever made. You know what I mean?
It's still GM, but okay.
Oh, it's still GM.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it's American, man.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like, is there any? No. Okay. No. It can't be a Mustang. It has to be a car that. Okay, got it. All right. Say for all you Beamer tards over there. All right. I'm sorry, David. You're not a Beamer tard though. You're not a Beamer tard. You know? You understand. I'm talking about the Beamer tards that are hardcore Beamer fans. They're like,
Beamers are good, but I can't lie, they're not the best cars. Yeah.
All right, say
German performance.
Say they have a BMW, right? They put a Camry engine in it.
Oh no.
And then you're like, oh yeah, but what are you gonna say? What do you think?
Oh,
Okay, let's say on the M3, the most like known BMW, right? One of the most known. Let's say they put a Camry engine, twin turbo, and it's making like 280 horsepower, or whatever. Or like 300.
I'll be just for the M3.
Okay.
On the new M3.
What are you guys gonna say? Oh yeah, bro. It's okay. It's okay.
Or the M5.
It has Toyota's reliability, just
the
like
M5 competition.
Or the M5 competition.
More into that car.
Because I seen some videos where in the comments the BMW people are like, oh no, bro, it's because BMW engines are reliable. Yeah, they're reliable when it comes to like performance, but like electrically, it's like really bad. And I'm pretty sure this car has a bunch of sensors that BMW put in it.
Probably. I hope they took a lot of it off because apparently it's lighter. It's a lot lighter.
Yeah, and I'm not even gonna lie. It was starting to grow. Like the design was starting to kind of grow on me.
Well, it grew on me now. I just don't like the fact it's still a BMW car.
But then I found out everything, and I just hated it again.
No, that car never grew on me, dude. I hate this.
I mean,
if y'all like the car, it's okay. It's on y'all, but
I mean, overall verdict on how I feel it. I like the car. I don't like what's inside of it. I don't like it's the Supra, but I will wait and see what the performance is on it.
I would.
Then I'll close my verdict. For right now, I just don't. I have a lot of mixed feelings.
I don't care. I just plainly don't like it. I hate it, like with a passion. I know you can call me a hater or whatever. I hate it, bro. I hate this car. Like I don't care. Oh yeah, performance. They're gonna white body it. They're gonna swap it with the 2J. I don't care. I'll take a Mach 4 over this whatever this is. Whatever this bastard child is. It's like the BRZ and the Z4 had a baby, a retarded baby. Yes.
Hence the name Boyota.
Yeah.
Boyota. Yeah, Toyota should just name
Boyota, you
change the name to Boyota. They're gonna be using
I'm telling you, bro.
engines.
Toyota next year, bro. Toyota's gonna drop the M3 Camry, bro.
Boyota Bupra, bro. That's what they call it. They should have called it Boyota Bupra.
The Bupra.
It's like the little like bees and like like the emoji bees like Boyota Bupra.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
It's like I feel like every car manufacturer has stuck to what they believe in, like not what they believe in, but like to
It's
their
legacy.
To their,
It's
yeah,
legacy.
The car's legacy.
Except for Dodge, they were disrespected the neon so bad.
No one cares about the neon, bro. We're talking about the popular. Like, okay, the neon wasn't that popular compared to the Charger and the Challenger. You can't lie.
Yeah, of course.
All right, so they
but-
stuck with the Hemi engine through and through.
Even though again, like even people like were mad when they first saw the Charger,
Yeah, everybody was mad,
but they kind of grew. Yeah.
but they still use the same like Hemi. You know, they've been ever since then. They've been using the same engine, just adding stuff to it.
And everyone else, and every other manufacturer, maybe Nissan or like even the Honda, they at least somewhat kept in line.
The people that say that they're Toyota fans, that like hardcore Toyota fans or whatever, and that once they see the wide body, I know they're gonna bandwagon on it. Some of them, because they're not. Really
I've seen it.
Because they're not really fans. You know, they're just. Oh yeah, whatever looks cool, brother. Anyways.
So they come out with the 3J and everybody's just like bandwagoning on the car.
That's what people were saying. And I'm like, I don't think they're gonna come out with the 3J. If they
were,
they would have done. They should have done it. They should have done it like
right then
and there, and then just completely redo the interior and the body style. They should have just put that on the FT1. The FT1 was like the nicest version of this.
With that being said, we'll see you next time. This was the talk of the monstrosity that Toyota created.
Will Toyota ever come back from this?
No.
Are you playing Dragon Ball Legends?
Yeah, we're about to cut the video, so I'm not really talking about it.
Hey, might as well. Nano, I know you're watching this now.
Well, with that.